Kulog-1 Missile, the new thunder of Philippine defense. The Philippines has entered a new chapter in its history of defense and national security. For decades, the country depended on imported weapons, often outdated and secondhand. This reliance on foreign powers limited the ability of the armed forces of the Philippines to stand tall with confidence in a region where security threats are constantly evolving. But today, that narrative is changing. The introduction of the Kulog-1 missile, a weapon proudly developed in the Philippines, is proof that the nation is no longer just a passive player but an active force shaping its destiny. The word Kulog means thunder, and this missile is truly living up to its name by bringing a storm of pride, strength, and independence to the nation. The Kulog-1 is not just another piece of military hardware. It is a symbol of determination. It is a product of years of vision, planning, and sacrifice. The Philippines has long dreamed of building its own defense technology, and the Kulog-1 is the powerful result of that dream. This missile stands tall, painted with the colors of the nation's flag, representing not only strength but also unity. Every bolt, every circuit, every piece of engineering carries the mark of Filipino talent and resilience. To understand why the Kulog-1 is so significant, one must first look back at the country's history. For many years, the Philippines was forced to buy weapons from other countries. These weapons were not always modern, and they often came with political strings attached. In times of crisis, the country sometimes faced delays and restrictions on foreign supplies. Such dependency placed national security in a fragile position. The dream of true independence could not be fully realized until the country had the ability to design, build, and maintain its own weapons. The Kulog-1 is a bold step in that direction. What makes the Kulog-1 special is not only its existence but also its capabilities. The missile has been engineered for precision, accuracy, and adaptability. Reports suggest that the Kulog-1 is capable of striking targets with remarkable accuracy, making it a powerful tool for both deterrence and defense. Unlike traditional imported weapons, this missile has been designed to match the unique geographic conditions of the Philippines. From the dense jungles to the long coastlines and island chains, the Kulog-1 is built to operate effectively in diverse environments. This adaptability gives the Philippines a serious edge in protecting its territories. But the Kulog-1 is more than just a military advancement. It is also an economic and technological achievement. Building a missile system requires advanced engineering, scientific research, and manufacturing capabilities. By producing such a weapon, the Philippines is proving that it has the brainpower and resources to stand on its own. This project has created jobs, inspired scientists, and encouraged young people to dream of careers in technology and defense. Every successful launch and every successful test is a loud declaration that Filipino talent can compete with the best in the world. The presence of the Kulog-1 missile also changes the strategic balance in the region. Southeast Asia is a place of both opportunity and tension. The South China Sea, with its contested waters and overlapping claims, has always been a point of concern. For the Philippines, having a weapon like the Kulog-1 is not about aggression but about ensuring that its voice is heard. A strong defense capability tells the world that the Philippines cannot be ignored, and that its sovereignty deserves respect. The name Kulog carries deep meaning. Thunder is a natural force that cannot be silenced. It announces itself loudly, reminding everyone of the power of nature. The Kulog-1 missile carries the same symbolism. Its very presence is a thunderclap in the region, announcing that the Philippines has arrived at a new level of military and technological readiness. For the people of the Philippines, this missile is not just a tool of war but a promise of protection. It reassures citizens that their government is serious about safeguarding their future. Every nation that achieves self-reliance in defense technology experiences a moment of pride, and for the Philippines, this is that moment. The Kulog-1 is part of a larger vision of modernization. It connects to a future where the Philippines produces not only missiles but also drones, artillery, naval ships, and more. This is a future where Filipino engineers, scientists, and workers are the backbone of a strong defense industry. It is a future where the youth grow up believing that their country can achieve greatness with its own hands. The journey of the Kulog-1 is also a lesson in perseverance. Developing advanced weapons is not easy. It requires investment, research, trial, and error. Failures along the way are natural, but what matters is the courage to continue. The Philippines has faced challenges, but instead of giving up, it pressed forward. This spirit of perseverance is part of what makes the Kulog-1 such an inspiring project. It shows the world that the Filipino spirit cannot be broken and that the desire for independence runs deep. The Kulog-1 also carries a powerful psychological effect. For enemies or those who might underestimate the Philippines, the missile serves as a reminder that the nation is no longer defenseless. For allies and partners, it shows that the Philippines is willing to take responsibility for its own security. And for the Filipino people, it is a source of national pride. Watching the homegrown missile roll down the streets during a military parade, with the flag flying above it, is a moment that stirs the heart and strengthens unity. As this technology continues to develop, the Kulog-1 will likely lead to even greater innovations. Future versions may carry longer ranges, more advanced guidance systems, and enhanced capabilities. Each step forward will push the Philippines deeper into the ranks of nations that produce their own defense technology. This progress is not only about weapons but also about national dignity. It is about saying to the world that the Philippines is not just a follower but a creator, not just a customer but a producer. In a time when global security is uncertain, having self-reliance is one of the greatest strengths a nation can possess. The Kulog-1 missile is a step toward that strength. It is not the end of the journey but the beginning. It is the thunder that signals a coming storm of progress, innovation, and national pride. To every Filipino, the Kulog-1 is a message. It says, "You are capable, you are strong, and you are worthy of respect." It says that the Philippines will not bow down or depend forever on others. It says that the future is in your hands. The thunder of the Kulog-1 echoes not only across the battlefield but also in the hearts of the people, reminding them of what they can achieve when they unite with purpose. The world is watching the Philippines. Some are surprised, some are impressed, and some are cautious. But all must admit one thing: the Philippines is changing. The Kulog-1 missile is proof that the country is no longer standing in the shadows. It is stepping into the light with power and pride. In conclusion, the Kulog-1 missile is not just a weapon. It is a milestone. It is a declaration of independence, a product of hard work, and a promise for the future. As thunder rolls across the sky, so does the Kulog-1 roll across the land, carrying with it the hopes and pride of a nation determined to rise. The Philippines has spoken, and the sound is loud, proud, and unstoppable.